Freedom is one of the most fundamental values in political philosophy. It signifies the absence of external constraints on individuals, allowing them to pursue their own desires, make choices, and live their lives as they wish. However, freedom is not one dimensional concept. It's often debated in two key forms: negative freedom and positive freedom. Negative freedom refers to the absence of interference from others or the state. It means freedom from external restrictions, such as the government imposing laws that prevent people from acting as they choose. Positive freedom, on the other hand, is about having the ability to achieve one's full potential and participate fully in society. It emphasizes empowerment and the removal of obstacles that prevent individuals from reaching their goals. Philosophers that talk about freedom, one of them is Isaiah Berlin. In his famous essay Two Concepts of Liberty, Berlin distinguishes between these two types of freedom. He argues that while negative freedom is essential to individual liberty, positive freedom must be approached carefully, as it could be used by governments to justify coercion in the name of greater good. The second person, John Stuart Mill, in Liberty, he advocates for the freedom of individuals, asserting that people should be free to do whatever they want, provided they do not harm others. His harm principle is a cornerstone of liberal thought, allowing individuals the maximum freedom while limiting harm to others. In the modern world, freedom is closely linked to digital rights. The internet has created new challenges related to surveillance, data privacy, and control. Digital freedom includes the right to access information, protect one's data, and engage online without fear of censorship and surveillance. In today's world, balancing freedom and security is increasingly complex as governments and corporations influence how we interact with technology.
Introduction to Equality in Political Philosophy. Equality is another foundational value in political philosophy. It represents the idea that all individuals should be treated fairly and have equal opportunities to succeed in life. However, political philosophers debate the most just way to achieve equality, focusing on two main types: equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. Equality of opportunity means everyone should have the same chances to succeed, regardless of background, social status, or other factors. This idea is central to liberal political thought. Equality of outcome, on the other hand, argues that society should aim for more equal distributions of wealth and resources, reducing disparities in living standards between individuals. Key philosophers on equality: John Rawls. In a theory of justice, Rawls introduced the concept of justice as fairness. He argues that inequalities in society are acceptable only if they benefit the least advantaged members of society. His famous difference principle suggests that social and economic inequalities should be arranged so that they improve the situation of those who are worst off. Karl Marx. Marx takes a different approach, focusing on economic equality. He criticized capitalist systems for generating inequality, where the wealthy have power and resources, and the working class remains oppressed. For Marx, true equality means the abolition of private property and the establishment of a classless society. Elizabeth Anderson. Anderson criticized both distributive and social inequalities, arguing that equality is not just about fairness in the distribution of goods, but also involves respect for individuals' autonomy and their participation in social and political life. She stresses that equality must be about more than economic fairness. It should encompass full participation and respect in society. Equality in the digital age. Today, equality is also tied to access to technology. The digital divide refers to the gap between those who have access to the internet and digital tools and those who do not. In an increasingly technology-driven world, ensuring digital equality means providing equal opportunities for people to access education, jobs, and social participation through digital platforms. Addressing this gap is vital for fostering equal opportunities in a modern society where technology plays such a central role in daily life.
Justice is one of the most important values in political philosophy. It means fairness, giving people what they deserve, treating everyone equally, and making sure that laws protect all citizens, not just a few. Justice is the foundation of every peaceful and stable society. Without it, people lose trust in the government, in each other, and even in the idea of equality. That's why philosophers for centuries have tried to understand what true justice means. The Greek philosopher Plato said that justice means harmony, when everyone in society does their part and respects others. In his book The Republic, Plato imagined an ideal city where justice makes everything balanced. Rulers are wise, soldiers are brave, and citizens live honestly. Later, Aristotle talked about justice as giving everyone what they deserve, not more, not less. For him, justice was about fairness in both law and life. In modern times, philosophers like John Rawls developed the idea of social justice. Rawls said that a fair society is one where no one knows their position at birth, rich or poor, strong or weak, and laws are made as if we were all equal from the start. He called this the veil of ignorance. Justice also means protecting people's rights and punishing those who break the law. A fair justice system doesn't care about your race, gender, or money. It only cares about truth and equality before the law. But justice is not only about courts or punishment. It's also about moral justice, doing what's right even when it's hard. For example, fighting against corruption, discrimination, or unfair treatment of others. In politics, justice connects directly to freedom and equality. Without justice, freedom becomes chaos and equality becomes meaningless. Justice is the balance that keeps society fair, peaceful, and human. In the end, justice is not just a law or rule. It's a moral compass that guides how we live together. A just society is one where everyone feels respected, protected, and valued. And that is what every nation should aim for.